Hello, today we are opening and modifying the Satya Aetherflux Genius, Creative Energy precon. This is from Modern Horizons 3, very powerful set, and this one I would say is probably the best deck out of the precons to get because you can find this very cheap right now. I think you can get this for $40 if you go on to TCG Player. They're not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do order all my cards off TCG Player, and they're a very good site if you want cards and not spend a lot. So you got Satya, who is your commander, and your backup commander is, I'm going to mispronounce this, but I think Kaith, Famed Mechanist, which is a fabricate 3/3 other non-token creatures you control have fabricate 1 and populate or proliferate. Really good. I mean, I don't think it would be good enough to make it the main commander for how the deck is already, but it's definitely solid. So I'm going to sleeve these up while I talk about them. And these two piles right here, these are just my upgrade piles. So I think I actually have a Jolted Awake in here. I do. Let's take this one out. Ooh, I also have that in here. Goodness. I had some Modern Horizons 3 packs that I opened if you couldn't tell. So, we're going to be going over what I think the good cards out of this set, or out of this are. Not this set, this deck. So far, you can't really I mean, nothing's bad in here because it's Modern Horizons 3. Like, it's such a powerful set by itself. You make a commander deck off of this, and you're gonna get some good cards in there. That's not bad. But if you don't know what Satya, yeah, I'm gonna call him Satya. Satya does is it's a Menace 3/5/4. When he attacks, you create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of one other target non-token creature you control. You get 2 energy, and then at the beginning of your next end step, or of the next end step, you sacrifice a token unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. So what you want is for your creatures to, actually, is this in here? You want for your creatures to have good either ETB or attack triggers because it works very well with him. And you want them to obviously have energy synergy. I love when they put talismans in precons. Drops the price of them as well. So far, I'm not sure what I'm swapping out. Is it Boilerworks? Love the bounce lands. People actually don't like bounce lands, and I don't realize why. I think they're pretty solid, especially if you start out slow. Because if you're playing, or even if you start out fast, I think they're good. Because if you're low on cards in your hand, being able to guarantee that land drop if you don't have card draw, it's great. Another talisman as well. Command Tower, one of the best cards in the game. Burnish Heart is also very solid. And he goes well with Satya, because if you want to copy Burnish Heart, sack the copy to its ability. Can always do that. Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, of course. Gotta have them in every multicolored commander deck. Well, Soul Ring just goes in every. I think this might be in here as well. Nope. Whoa. What is this? If you can't tell, I didn't look through the list before I got it. I saw energy. I got a little excited. I saw that's very cheap. Like I said, very, very cheap for this deck. $40 Mon Horizons 3. Can't complain about that. Not a bad card. Flying Lifelink 4/5 for 5. Whenever you gain life, you get that many energy. I mean, why not? Racer's not bad. Board wipe. Refinery is one of the best cards in the deck. I think it has an infinite combo in here with Refinery. There's infinite combats, I believe, with Satya, Refinery, and an extra combat card. Argas of the Lost. He's alright. Colossus, I think it's very good. Give me a pay 8. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I think you have something to do with it. Whenever this or equipped creature attacks, you get energy, and it gets +X until an end turn where X is the amount of energy you have. Nah, that's not it. That's just a good card. Yep, that's interesting. Creature spells you control have demonstrate. I don't know how good that is in the deck, honestly, because if we give energy creatures to other people, that's fine. But if it's just a value creature that's big and we're playing it for cheap, I don't want to give that to somebody else. Stone Idols, okay. That's interesting. Seems pretty good. Mana Rock. Pay 3, add 3. Yep, that's good. You gotta be careful with three mana rocks. They can be slow, but they have to do something else other than add a mana. Gonti's Aether Heart, amazing. Yeah, Lightning Runner, I believe you are the one. Whenever it attacks, you get 2, and then you may pay 8. If you do untap all creatures you control, there's another combat phase. Yep. So if you can keep the Lightning Runner and Satya alive, you will have infinite combo with this. Let me pull out the other one. It's Lightning Runner, Satya, and Aether Refinery. Because the way it works is you attack, you have this. Oh, is this all in frame? No, it's not in frame, really. Hold on. So you attack with the Lightning Runner and Aether Refinery. You get 2, which turns into 4, and you get 2 more, which turns into 8. Then you pay 8, and you get another combat step, and then if these 2 live, you attack, get 4, pay 8. And every time you would get another Lightning Runner from Satya copying. I don't know if I really love Aether Tidewhale, though. That one seems like it might be cut. I'll make a separate file for that. Minor. Exile it and return to the battlefield. Just blink. It's fine. Bident of Thassa is a great card draw for attacking decks. You get 2, gains lifelink, 3 mana, 3/5, crew 1, flying. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, this all just lands now. Temples, these have gone down a lot in price since they were first released. If you guys are building 2, 3, 4, 5 color commander decks, I highly recommend getting Temple of Enlightenment, or sorry, not Temple of Enlightenment itself, any of the temples. They're down to like 30 cents now. They used to be a couple bucks. It's because of the Surveil lands, because Surveil is, it's objectively better. And I think those are like $20. So the Scry is just basically a budget version, but they're still very, very good. Near Battlesphere and Grenzo, not to the lands yet. Let me just pull all these out. Stop taking them out one by one. Brutaclad. Wow, I did not know that was in here. Pretty solid if we're keeping around stuff. Codidril is always fun. Might not be the best card, but it is definitely a fun one. Goldspan is, I believe, the biggest, if not one of the biggest reprints from this precon, and Legion Loyalty is another great precon reprint. No, it is not. It's the second biggest. Biggest is right here. Chroma's Will. I believe this is, I want to say $25 for an Chroma's Will. So then, like I said, $40 for the deck. You got 25 for a Chroma's Will and 20 for Goldspan. So those two cards alone pay for the deck. So, I mean, why not get it? Why not? Wastes is a little bit, I think it's like 5-6, something around there. I believe that Reef is probably around that area, 4, 5, 6. People of their lands. Ooh, Coalition Relic. Don't love this one. I haven't seen much proliferate out of the deck, only that alt commander. So that might be a cut. We'll put it in a little pile over here. Combustible Gear Hulk is interesting. Aetherworks Marvel, probably one of the best, if not the best artifact in the deck. Angel of Invention, always good. Always good when you're playing tokens. You get 4 if you do gain control of it. Oh, it's a steal spell. That's cool. I don't know how good that will be for an energy deck, but, you know, probably fun. Whenever there's another creature, ETBs, you get an energy, it attacks, you may pay 2, put a +1/+1 counter on it, tap up to 1 target creature. Okay. Anything that says whenever another energy, or whenever you create another energy, or sorry, that made no sense. Whenever you, like, Aetherworks Refiner, I should say, like, if you would create one or more, you double it, that's going to be great in this deck, because we're going to be creating a lot with ETBs. Austere Commands in here. Did not know that. So, we've seen 2 board wipes, which, out of a precon, actually does seem like a lot. It's probably just because it has white in there. Normally, you only see 1 out of precons, at least the ones that I have bought. I have the token precon from Strixhaven. I have the crew precon from, I believe, yeah, Kamigawa, the vehicle one. Farewell, wow, 3 board wipes. Farewell is also one of the best, if not the best, board wipe for white in Commander. It's very versatile. Like I was saying, I got those. I have the Faldorn Exile from, ooh, gosh, what is that? Red Green Exile. I believe it was from, I want to say, ooh, I'm struggling with this. It's probably Dungeons and Dragons. That sounds right. And I think that's it for the precons for me. The rest are just budget decks. seen a lot of these temples, like I was talking about. They're very good to get now. Let's make sure I didn't get any of them. I might have gotten... Yes, I did. There. Let's pull this out. Double sulfur falls. That's my bad. Yeah, temples. Great, great, great. Ooh, Skyclave apparition. Don't love it. I'm gonna put that on the side for now. Castle of Mantras. Interesting. This is also... They've been putting a lot more non-basics in the precons lately. Modern Horizons 3 has a lot, probably because it's Modern Horizons 3, but... Is that in here? Module... It's not. I thought it was this. Oh shoot. Fabrication module. Interesting. Almost the same card. Glimmer of Genius. That's mid. I'd say we have better 4-drops that draws cards, so I'm gonna put that to the side. As well as you. Whirler Virtuoso. I believe it's Modern that loves this card, but Commander, I would say not so much. There's better ETBs to get energy that do more. Swords of Plowshares is a great card for a precon. Love that. It's gotta be White's best removal spell. Best cheap removal spell, I should say. And not a board wipe. It's not a board wipe. I don't love Demolition Field. I only play against my friends, and we all do budget decks or precons. Like, we all have like 2-3 precons, but we are not playing any expensive, crazy lands that need to be blown up. Alright, let me take out 1 plains, 1 island, 1 mountain, and in place of those, we have Sulphur Falls, Clifftop Retreat, and Glacial Fortress. I will take out another mountain for a full art mountain. And the last land that I'm adding in is Helios 1. This land's great. It's from Fallout, so Fallout was released after Modern Horizons 3. It's great though. You add a colorless, and you can pay 1, tap it to get an energy, which that by itself makes it really good. And you can pay 3, tap it, pay X energy, sacrifice it, and then destroy all non-land permanents with mana value X. But you can only do it as a sorcery. I'd say that's the one downside of the card, but it's kind of just like it's like a energy blast zone is what I would call it. So not bad. And I think, what is our count for the rest of the lands? Oh, here's our thick Satya, which actually looks a lot cooler. That's interesting. They made them different colors. This one's like golden. I actually like the art on this one more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plains. 1, 2, 3, 4 islands, and 1, 2, 3 4 mountains. So we will take out a plains for Helios 1. Put this up here. Sleeve up the rest of these. I think I am down a couple sleeves because I gotta take out these ones, put these ones in. If you guys have been enjoying this video, please like it and subscribe as it helps the channel out a lot. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but also watching the video is very important. If you have the time, just play it in the background. You don't even have to watch it. As long as it's playing all the way through, that helps the channel out so much. Boosts the algorithm. It helps us reach monetization, which we've been trying to get for a while now. Let's see. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sleeves. And then all our tokens. I actually want to go through these. Energy token, servo, Aetherborn, don't know what that comes from. Another servo. Illusion, let me guess, servo. Oh my gosh, it is. Fractioneers, Brutaclad with servo. 4 copies, all Satya, and then on the back is Treasure, Gremlin, and Thopter. A construct with a mirror, and then another Aetherborn with a Thopter. Then you got your little, I don't know, info card, whatever you want to call that. Oops, accidentally hit these. Let's put these 2 back in the deck. And at the end, I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you what I think the best cards are. And before we add or take out any of these cards, I want to, let me put a sleeve on Satya real quick. I want to tell you why I'm adding the cards I'm adding in, and I'll tell you why I'm taking the ones out after I tell you why I'm adding the ones in. Alright. I'm going to start with Liberty Prime. It's great. 5 mana, 8/8. Trample, Vigilance, Haste. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you sack it unless you pay 2 energy. Again, not a problem if we have Satya, because he makes 2 energy. Then you can sack an artifact, you get 2 energy and draw a card. You pay 2, tap it to do that. Great card overall. Can't copy it, I'd say is the only downside. We got Aether Revolt enchantment, lets you, whenever, I'm not going to read the top part, but this is the important part. Whenever you get 1 or more energy, it deals that much damage to any other target. And we're going to be pumping out a lot of energy, so we're just going to be able to kind of clear our opponent's board with that. Generous Gift, great mirror spell. I don't even think I have to read that. Dr. Madison Lee. It's the Fallout Commander for their energy deck. It's a 2/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get an energy. You can tap, pay an energy. Target creature gets +1/+0, trample, and haste until end of turn. You pay 3, tap, draw a card, pay 5 energy, tap it. Return target artifacts from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Overall, great in the deck. You got Electro Siphon, counter target spell, you get that much energy to the CMC. Let's see, Brotherhood Scribe. So 1/3 for 2, you can tap it to get an energy if you have 3 or more artifacts. Then whenever you get 1, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Behemoth of Vault 0. 6 mana, 6/6 trample. When it enters, you get 4 energy, and then when it dies, you may pay an amount of energy equal to target non-land permanent's mana value. If you do destroy that permanent, works great with Satya because you can destroy every turn something with, what is it, CMC? Yeah, CMC 6 or less. We have Volatile Stormdrake, flying hexproof from activated and triggered abilities, kind of odd. When it enters the battlefield, exchange control of it and target creature and opponent controls. Then, if you do, you get 4 energy, then sacrifice that creature unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. We have Fabrication Module, 3 mana, artifact. Whenever you get 1 or more energy, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Lets us to attack with Satya. Automated Assembly Line, 2 mana artifact. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to your player, you get an energy counter, and then you can pay 3 energy. Create a tapped 3/3 robots artifact creature token. It's great for attacking, great for getting energy. Rush of Inspiration, it's a land on the other side, so we can actually pull out another land if we want to for this. Draw 2 cards and discard a card at random unless you pay 2 energy. It's an instant as well. Plasma Caster, 2 mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. When it attacks, you get 2 energy. You can pay 2. Choose target creature that's a blocking equipped creature. Flip a coin if you win the flip. Exile the chosen creature, otherwise it deals 1 damage to it. So it makes it pretty risky for your opponents to actually block. Satya mostly, but then again, if it's equipped onto another good attacker, then say the lightning runner, equip it on that, keep it alive longer. And last, probably the best add-on is a Panharmonicon. 4 mana artifact. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So anything that says ETB, get an energy, you double that. Okay. And right now, after just sleeping them up, this is what I'm looking at taking out. We have Skyclave Apparition. This is because every time that you copy this, there's going to be better targets if you want to get more energy. And this can only target stuff mana value 4 or less, which now I'd say commanders are starting to get above 4. I mean, Satya is 4, but you're going to see a lot of 5, 6, 7 CMC commanders. And when it leaves, they get a creature back, so I feel like that's just not worth it. And then you have Whirler Virtuoso. It's a 2/3 for 3. When it enters, you get 3 energy. You can pay 3 to create a Thopter. There's better ETBs. I'd say the only reason you keep this is because of the 3 when it enters. I'll have to look through the deck again before I take this out. Glimmer of Genius, 4 mana instant, scry 2, then draw 2, you get 2 energy. There's better 4 mana draw cards, or there's better 4 mana energy cards, so I think it's just worse in every way. Coalition Relic, tap, add a mana of any color, tap, put a charge counter on it. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all charge counters from it, add 1 mana for each color of the charge counter removed this way. It's too slow. Like I said, the 3 mana artifact ramp spells, they have to push you a lot. They have to have a good second ability, which this one, it's basically you can store up 1 mana, which it's not good enough in my opinion, so that's going to be taken out. And then Aethertide Whale is a 6 mana, 6/4 flying. When it ETBs, you get 6 energy. Again, it's kind of like, where is he? Whirler Virtuoso. It's a good energy when it ETBs, but you can pay 4, return it to your owner's hand. I don't think you're going to be doing that, and I think there is better creatures that enter and you get energy, but then have a second ability. So, if we're looking at that, I think Behemoth of Vault 0 is just a better version of Aethertide Whale, so that's an easy swap. Let's see, what else is in here? Skyclave Apparition. We can take that out and we can put in a Generous Gift, as I think it's a better removal spell. For the Coalition Relic, I will put in a Panharmonicon, as it's probably the best card in the deck. Let me move these over. For Glimmer of Genius, I will put in a Liberty Prime, as it gives you energy and draws a card, but it's also a big body for 1 mana more. For Whirler Virtuoso, I will put in Automated Assembly Line. It's cheaper, and then it only cares about your creatures hitting, and most of the creatures in here, not most of them, there's a lot of artifact creatures. So let's unsleeve these ones, put them over to the side, sleeve up some lands, and put these on top. I might update this video later, just after I've played some games with it, and show more of what I took out, what I added in, what I changed. I might add these back in, to be honest. I'm not 100% on any of this yet. This is just based off what I think will happen. But I definitely think there's some worse cards in this deck, and these that I'm adding, there's some pretty solid cards. The Fallout Commander deck was actually the same exact colors as the Modern Horizons 3-1 that I have. So all the cards synergize pretty well. The only difference is the Fallout 1 was focused mainly on artifact creatures and energy, and this one is focused on energy and just attacking. Not really artifact creatures. It doesn't care what they are. Alright. Let's take a big chunk of this. Boom. I'm going to set aside cards I think that cannot be taken out now. Some of the best cards in the deck. Starting with Lightning Runner. Lightning Runner, Aether Refinery, very solid. I'm gonna be pretty quiet for a sec. Just stuff this is stuff, I'm not gonna say this is the best stuff in the deck. I think this is stuff that's always gonna be solid. Because I don't think we should ever call Wayfarer's Bauble the best card in the deck, but it's definitely a good one. Alright. Bauble, Swords, Talisman. Yeah, Module's great. We love getting energy for not doing much. Solemn's great. Farewell, Facebreaker. Midnight Clock is okay. We're gonna put that to the side. I'll keep Command there. Whoa, okay. Leviathan's pretty darn good, and so is the Rock. Is that what it's called? Aether Storm Rock. I'll say Coop is fine. Angel of Invention, good. That's fine. Chroma's Will is great. I think these two are great. Jewel is okay. I do like Brutaclad a lot. What is Grenzo? Whenever creature you control is common damage to a player, go to a creature that player controls or exile top player, blah blah blah. Yeah, that seems fun. Battleseer's pretty good at most times. I'd say Harvester's good, Biden is good, the Miner, Gonti's Aetherheart. This is an example of a good 3-mana artifact. Sorry, 3 mana, what should I say? There's a word for it. Mana Rock, that's what I was thinking of, sorry. Couldn't think of that. I'd say Shapeshifter is pretty good. Or Aurora Shifter? Yeah, Aurora Shifter. This is only good because it says whenever a creature you control attacks. It's not one or more, so it's going to add one for each creature you control that's attacking. Does power till end of turn and deals combat damage to a creature itself. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know how good the Lecturer is. Ripper's pretty good. Hulk's good. Colossus is good. Hourglass of the Lost, I'm not sure on, because you have to have the exact, but if you want to use it as a mana rock, you're going to be adding one every single time. Each creature with power equal to... Oh, this is not a board wipe. Hold on. You get an energy, then you may pay one or more. If you do, each creature you control with power equal to the amount of it gains indestructible. Oh, no, it is. Okay, like... That's a pretty good board wipe. Attacks, instant or sorcery, gains jump starts. This is okay. Racer's okay. Sphinx is good. Era of Innovation is good. Soaring's great. You can't take Soaring out. Arcane Signet great. Burnish Heart I'd say is very strong. Another Talisman is strong. Gambit's okay. Talisman's good. Like I said, anything that adds more when you get some is good. Scurry of Gremlins. Enchantment, you get 2 gremlins and you get a mount creatures. Ooh. This is interesting. It's good for a quick pump of it, but other than that, it's not great. You're good. Raptor's good. Deals 1 damage. Pay exile top card. You may play it until you exile another card. Okay, that's fine. I don't know how I feel about you. Battle Wagon, Jolted, and Keith. All good. I just separated the lands into a pile. I'm actually going to count how many we have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We might actually have a lot. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, I'm going to pop another land in that case for the Rush of Inspiration, because that's a land on its backside. Let's see. How many sources do we have that can add blue and red? Because there's not very many of the blue and red basics. Yeah, I'm going to take out a plains for that. So this plains will come out. This Rush will come in. Yeah, that'll just stay right there. Plains can go over here. Island goes in. Alright. So we said these are not being taken out. We can put these to the side. And let's see how many are in this pile. Because we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taken. So I think an easy 5 would be 1. Yeah, it's not easy. 2, 3. I'm gonna say no for you. 4 and 5, because we're not doing a lot of landfall stuff. So let's take these out real quick. And I'm not opposed to actually cutting one more land. I like to run a little bit on the lower side. I like to run around 35 lands, which people are like, no, don't do that. You need, I don't know, like, I think they say like 37, 38. I mean, this had 38, I believe. But I don't really have issues with hitting my land drops most of the time. I do play a lot of green though, so that might just be bias of always having available cultivate and stuff. You always gonna have a land in hand. I do like Gear Hulk. That's one of the ones I'm not 100% on taking out, because I think it could definitely punish some people if you're making copies of Gear Hulk, and it's a 6/6 first strike, which is a great attacker. It just doesn't have much energy synergy. So let's put this aside. If there's something else that's obviously worse, we can swap that. So here's the rest of our addition. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to add in, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to take out. So you know what that means? Be a degenerate. Take out another land. I need to see how many basics we have, because I don't want to go dry on plains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we down to 4 of each? No. Okay. I don't know how I'm already making this a mess, but we got unsorted basics. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we gotta go down another plains. I don't know why there's so many. I think it might just be because there's a lot of double white spells in this, but as you can see, there's 3 red cards right here. So why'd I unsleeve that? I don't know. I might have extra cards in here. I'll have to count at the end. 1 for 1. There we go. So now we need to find one more card to take out. So I'll try to sort these where it makes sense, as it's just a objectively better card. So let's put these out here. There. And we're taking out a lot of mana rocks as well. That's another thing I'm noticing. So I don't want to mana screw myself. I'd say, I mean, Electrosiphon, it's not really a better version of any of this, but I'm going to put it for Midnight Clock. You can't really say a counterspell is better than an artifact. They'd want to do different things. Aether Revolt. I'm going to put that over the Racer. Same mana value. I think Aether Revolt is going to be more efficient. Madison Lee for Lecturer, as this wants to get us energy. Lecturer doesn't really care about that. We will do module for Hourglass. Save mana value, and then scribe for Jewel. So let's just add these in. Now I gotta count my deck again. I might just have a lot of extra sleeves, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Whew, that took a lot of breath. 41 and 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. We're at 94. In that case, what am I missing? 94, 95. Ooh, we can add these back in. Hold up. I apparently took too many out. 94, 95, 96. 97, 98. 97. 98. Which one is the worst? Actually, Hourglass of the Lost, probably. 98. 99. Is there anything out of here that's not too bad? I'd say you're not too bad. And you. These are probably the two highest chances of coming back. Let's look at the CMC real quick. Not too in depth. I just want to see if there's a lot of cheap stuff. I don't mind putting Whale back in. Seeing a lot of 2s, a lot of 5s. There's some expensive stuff in here though. Okay. I lost count. I think I have one more to add in. This draws, this doesn't. We have a lot of creatures, so you're out. We have a lot of creatures, so you could be good, but I don't think you do enough, so we're going to put you in. Now I have to recount. Oh, shoot. I didn't count Satya, did I? Well, let's count. Sorry about this. I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to be accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to make piles this time so I can remember. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is half the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we have one to take out. And I'm going to take Hourglass out of the sleeve so I don't accidentally put it in the deck. Yay, extra sleeve! Not sponsored. Dragon Shield, if you're watching this, I'd love to get sponsored by you. I hate this part. I hate it when it's one. I think we just take the Coveted Jewel back out, to be honest. Good card, but expensive, and our deck doesn't really need it. So we'll sleeve Sadia back up. And I'll show you the total I don't know. I'm not going to show total additions. I'll show total cuts right now, because total additions might take The total cuts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 total, not counting this mountain that I just changed for a full art. What we cut was a coveted jewel, Hourglass of the Lost, Scurry of Gremlins, Aethertide Whale, Confiscation Coup, Royal Cartographer, Tezzeret's Gambit, Coalition Relic, Skyclave Apparition, Glimmer of Genius, Whirler Virtuoso, Plains, Mountain, Island, Plains. A lot of these lands, I think 3 of them, so it'd be these 3 are for different lands. This one is for Rush of Inspiration, which is also a land. These 2 can just be cut straight up, I believe. And overall, I feel like this deck is very strong out of the box. You don't even need to make those additions. There's a couple cards that seemed odd for the deck. Like, hold on, let me see. I don't see how this really does much for the deck. I don't see how Coalition Relic is really supposed to be utilized. There's a couple cards that just aren't great in general. Like Cartographer's good. It's just we're not doing landfall stuff really. That's just kind of with the game. And there's better ways to draw cards off of our energy. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe, as it helps the channel out a lot. We will try to be, I say we because this is me and my brother's channel. I'm not sure if we're both going to be posting on this or it might just be me, but I'll try to put some more videos out because I haven't in a while. Just been busy with school and sports and that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you guys want to see an updated video of me taking things out of this deck after I have played with it, I will definitely be able to make that. And I will show actually an item from another video that I'm making. Chunky deck. And here's our normal one, which is definitely going in the trade binder. I like to play with the thick ones because I don't see an issue with it. Except for this one that's actually a little damaged. That's kind of sad. Slide you over. It's this. This is my Timu deck box. It's actually very nice and a lot cheaper than deck boxes from, I don't know, like a game store, LGS. And it fits the deck, as you can see, just as well as every other one. It's gonna kind of scoot it down. And this is fully sleeved 100 cards with a thick card in there as well, so if you double sleeved, I doubt it would fit. It might though, because watch this, that's me pushing it in because of all the air that's in there. These are new sleeves. Yeah, it's a pretty good deck box, and I'll be doing a review on this, and actually I'll show one more item before we go. I'm not going to be able to show this, am I? Oh. It is a playmat. Very hard to see. It's too big to go under my setup right now for recording, but yeah, playmats from Timu as well. So if you want to see that, leave a comment down below, and I can make a video on it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.